Hola, WCHS. I'm your anchor, Mackenzie Burney.
And I'm anchor numero dos, George Vila. We're here to give you the best thing you could possibly ask for.
Cheese Club?
No, the latest episode of Wctv.
Oh, yay. We'll be back after this.
Mackenzie, puedes hablar español?
Huh? What did you just say?
Mackenzie, puedes hablar español?
George, I'm not very good with my foreign languages.
Well, Mackenzie, that's something you should probably work on.
Yeah, I know, but my brain's still on my Cheese Club idea.
Well, first, get that crazy idea out of your brain. And second, Sarah has a classroom update on all the foreign language classes that just might help you.
Oh, good. Let's send it over to Sarah to help get this cheesy idea out of my brain.
Bonjour, WCHS. It's Sarah with this week's classroom update. I have caught up with all the fun things going on in the foreign language department. Let's go check it out.
French 1 has been learning how to tell time, yay, and about classes and class schedules in France and in other European countries, and differences between what they do and what we do. Français 2 has been learning about house vocabulary, so houses. They're going to start a project and review or research some houses and what they look like in the different parts of France. And of course grammar, so we got the past tense, we have verbs galore in both French 1 and Spanish 1 and French 2. Culture, the grammar, the vocabulary, the pronunciation, all my stories, everything is fun. French Club, the kids have a lot of ideas. Unfortunately, we don't find times to be together. Before school is hard, after school doesn't work. During school, we always seem to have something during our advisory win time. So it's hard to get together, but they have tons of ideas. They want to eat, they want to cook, they want to watch movies, they want to play games, they want to order t-shirts. There's a lot of things to do, but it's hard to find a time to meet.
Well, for example, in Spanish 4, we're learning about the government, vocabulary also about persisting in taking on different endeavors. We're also learning the present tense subjunctive in Spanish 4. Fun about it is actually being able to communicate and just have fun in the language, and you're speaking something other than your native tongue, and it's just kind of fun to be able to understand each other. Club, the last time we met, we had cookies and we played some games. We're going to order t-shirts here coming up soon, and we're going to have a meeting the following Friday. I believe that's April 5th. Students in Spanish can join Spanish Club. Just show up to a meeting and there you go.
Sounds like the foreign language department is having fun. That's been this week's classroom update. This has been Sarah, reporting for WCTV.
Well, did that help you?
It really did. I'm starting to think I want to learn a third language sometime in the future.
That would be wonderful. Learning new languages opens up countless opportunities and is one of the best ways to expand your learning.
While that's true, learning an entirely new language with all the vocab and grammar rules is just too much.
It's worth the effort if you're capable, but I can see where you're coming from. However, there are definitely other ways to improve your brain power, like completing some brain puzzles.
Yes, and it just so happens that Emma has that with the latest code breaker. Hit it, Emma.
I knew I had it right to begin with. Y'all thought I was stupid, but no, I had it right. Was that right?
Yeah, I guess.
I thought it was pretty easy.
That right there is what you'd call a tricky conundrum.
A tricky who now?
A tricky conundrum.
George, you can't use big words on me.
Well, multiple teachers use big words all the time.
Well, maybe there's a reason I don't know what they're saying half the time.
Some students have teachers who are their parents and can explain it easier to them. Too bad you aren't one of those students.
I know. Who are some of these kids?
I don't know. Let's send it over to Xavier for more info on it.
What's poppin', WCHS? It's me, Xavier Keenan, and today I'll be talking with a few high school students on what it's like to have a teacher as a parent. Let's find out.
To have a teacher as a parent, there's challenging and easy things about it. My mom, she's able to help me if I need help with my homework, but she also checks my homework and she emails my teachers if she thinks I need help, and she's very strict about everything getting done.
I get all my homework done at school. Like, occasionally she might help me, but I really don't need it much. It's pretty good. I really don't see her in class, so it really doesn't matter much.
I do not get treated differently. Mostly I would get treated differently if as he is a coach, but not as a teacher. It's just normal as if he would have any other job. My dad helps just as a normal teacher would. He usually just helps me on my homework as my math teacher and my reading teacher would.
She does help, yeah, especially if it's Spanish. She's able to translate it to me if I don't understand it.
No, not really. I don't really see her much, so I really don't get treated any differently than anybody else.
It's no different than him having any other job, so it's not really any different than.
Wow, those were some pretty interesting responses, but this has been Xavier Keenan reporting for WCTV.
Thank you, Xavier. And I bet being a parent and being a teacher is just as hard as having a parent as a teacher.
Especially when they have children who are involved in a lot of things.
Well, we have an update on all the things going on this week. But first, a congrats to Daniel Blankenship.
That's right. Over spring break, Daniel was nominated to go to individual all-state speech for his peace and literary program.
Make sure to say congrats. Now on to what's happening this week.
Starting at 7 and going till 9, there will be a trivia night hosted by the WC Rocketry Club in the North Lobby at the high school.
On Monday, April 1st, peer PE applications are due. Make sure to fill them out and hand them in to Mrs. Warwig.
Also on Monday, there will be a girls' JV varsity tennis match at 4:30 p.m. versus North Polk here at the high school. The same day, there will be a girls' JV varsity track meet at 4:30 versus Southeast Valley at Southeast Valley High School.
At 5:30 on Monday as well, there will be a girls' JV varsity soccer game versus Gilbert Schools at Gilbert High School.
On Tuesday, April 2nd, there will be a JV boys and girls varsity golf meet at 4:30 p.m. versus Manson Northwest Webster. The girls are playing at the Webster City Country Club, and the boys are playing at the Briggs Wood Golf Club.
On Thursday, there will be a girls and boys JV varsity tennis match at 4:30 with the girls at home and the boys at Hampton Dumont.
Thursday, there will also be a girls' JV varsity invitational girls track meet, starting at 4:30 at home.
Lastly, there will be a girls' JV varsity soccer game versus Mason City starting at 4:45 at home. Wow, George, these athletes have a lot going on.
They sure do, but let's check with Jacob to see how the weather is going to be cooperating with them.
What's cracking, WCHS? Today, it looks like it's going to be a mostly cloudy day with a chance of rain. The high of the day will be 48 degrees with a low of 30. There will also be a northeast wind going about 8 to 10 miles per hour, so it might be a good idea to bundle up. On Saturday is going to be a mostly clear sunny day with a high of 42 degrees and a low of 23 degrees. It seems the winds will be picking up from the northwest, going about 15 to 17 miles per hour. It's going to be a sunny but chilly day. Looks like we'll be finally getting some decent weather. On Sunday, it's going to be mostly sunny. The temps are warming up a little bit compared to Saturday. We have a high of 47 and a low of 26 degrees. The northwest wind has started to slow down to a nice 9 to 13 miles per hour.
Thanks, Jacob. I'm so happy that it's starting to look like spring.
I know, it's totally tubular to be seeing a plethora of weather.
Okay, George. I have no idea what that means, but okay.
Don't worry, I'll explain it after this show. Emma and Daniel will be behind the next episode, with Florence as our weather person.
Well, that wraps up episode 531 of WCTV. This has been Mackenzie Burney.
And George Vila. See you next time.